So if you know, right, they're claiming that they've put all the information that they found about the universe on the public domain, right? So that, if there's somebody else who wants to help them to work with their projects, you can, go over the information that they found already, so that you can help them to basically piece the puzzle, right? But whenever somebody like me and you come, with a puzzle that is missing, they don't want to hear nothing about it unless it's in sync, right, with their mathematical equations, right? Unless it's in sync with their numerical systematical formulas, So basically, everything, right? They want it to have a formula, but some things they don't have a formula, right? That's why, like, we have an imagination, right? That's why God gave us imagination, So these guys, they want us to discard the use of imagination for mathematical schematics, right? But you have to understand, some things, they don't work with numbers. Not everything has a formula, right? Some things have images, we can call it, instead of numeric systems, right, we can call them imaginative systems, So after I made that video about, me tampering with their spacecrafts, right, because I was just trying to get their attention so that, we can work together. They as soon as they saw that video, they made 3 videos, right, talking about, like, that if you come with a theory or whatever that you think is going to help their projects, but it doesn't have a mathematical proof, right, then it's not, like, they won't validate it, right? They need mathematics, they need formulas. So I talked about, like, that there's an intellectual being, right, that took the Voyager on the right course. So the way that they debunked that idea that I brought is by saying, whenever a spacecraft goes beyond the heliosphere, right, then it starts to, give out prime numbers instead of signals that they're already used to, right? But it's obvious, because as soon as the spacecraft goes beyond the heliosphere, the laws of physics change, based upon how we look at them from where we are now, right? Once they go beyond our heliosphere, they're obviously gonna give out prime numbers, right? Irregardless if somebody took the Voyager or not. So because of, there's boundaries on top of boundaries on top of boundaries. So my idea, right, goes beyond all those boundaries, you see. That's why NASA will never get their breakthrough answers, right? Because they're always trying to get the mathematics, and the numbers, that you can't finish numbers. They go up till infinity, right? So that is proof right there that that formula, that approach, that numeric systematic approach is gonna go up till infinity, and they won't be here to see that happening. So what I'm trying to present is something that they can see, that they'll have the opportunity to be here to witness. But instead of working with us, right, what they're trying to do is debunk. And here's why. It's because they're working with the banking systems. First of all, NASA, right? There's no real person behind NASA besides the people that own the banks. You see, the people that own money, banking, those are the people that are funding NASA, right? But people who create content for NASA are not actually human beings. It's robots, right? It's AI, it's computers. And a group of people that are just there to monitor and create scripts, right? So that those AI scripts are up to date, right? That's it. That's all they are doing. But they don't actually know how to look at the world, you see, and beyond. So that's how you know right there that these people are just employees. They are not like the people who build the pyramids, right? They are not building a monument so that we can climb on top of that monument and say, okay, let's build another one on top, right? They just on surface level. Whatever that they are talking about is what they believe, you see, is not the truth. And unfortunately, the mathematics, their formulas supports their theories, because it's their formulas, right? That's why it supports their theories. So now when you come with a different approach, they want you to bring the mathematics with it. But like I said, you will never finish. You'll never get to the bottom line, right? You'll never get to the answer, to the breakthrough, if you're always trying to get the formula, right? It's like telling somebody that you're hungry, and then they tell you, give me the mathematical formula to prove that you're hungry, right? How can you prove that you're hungry using mathematics? You can only use your mind or your imagination to prove that you're hungry. So these guys, that like, I'm almost giving up on them, and I want to build my own station like Elon Musk, you see. I want to build my own station and my own spaceships and my own spacecraft, because I'll never be able to work with them, like. But now I get it, right? Because that's the very same reason why Elon Musk is beefing with them, and he's doing his own thing, because he noticed that you can't work with these guys, because they always want